Hi friends, welcome to Srisai IT Hub. In this video of Core Java Programming, we are going to discuss object-oriented programming in Java language. Right, so we'll start with what is object-oriented programming. So what is OOP? So first of all, OOP stands for Object Oriented Programming. So what is this object oriented programming? So first of all, it is not a new programming. It is not a new programming. So new programming means something like a programming language, C language, C++ language, Java language, .NET language, Python language, etc. So it is not a new programming language, or it is not a separate programming language, or not a separate programming language. Okay, so it is not a new programming language. It is not a separate programming language like we have C, C++, Java, .NET, Python, and next we also have one Android programming, okay, like Kotlin, using Kotlin. Okay, so it is not a new programming language. It is not a separate programming language. Okay, then what is object oriented programming? Okay, right, so the definition goes like this. Object oriented programming is a concept or theory which is based on real life situations. Okay, so it is a concept or theory which is based on real life situations. Okay, so how things happens in real life, based on that, if we do a programming, then it is called as object oriented programming. Okay, so technically it is a computer programming which is based on real life situations. Okay, so this is the definition of object oriented programming. So object oriented programming is not a new programming language, or it is not a separate programming language. It is a concept or theory which is based on real life situations. Okay, and the definition goes like this. It is a computer programming which is based on real life situation, or simply you can say it like this: programming based on real life situations. So programming based on real life situations is known as object oriented programming. Programming based on real life situations. So how things happens in real life, based on that we are going to write a computer program. Okay, right, so how things happen in real life, based on that we write a computer program. So this is called as object oriented programming. Right, so we have some principles of OOPs which are based on real life situations. Okay, so principles of object oriented programming. Okay, so these principles are based on real life situations. So what are those principles? So these principles are based on real life situation. Okay, so what is the use of these principles? Using these principles, we can develop computer program. So we can develop a computer program. Okay, so what are those principles which are based on real life situations? Okay, so they are, so the first principle goes like this: abstraction. Second principle, encapsulation. Third principle, inheritance. And fourth principle, polymorphism. Okay, abstraction, encapsulation, inheritance, and polymorphism. Okay, so these are the four basic principles of object oriented programming. So these are four basic principles of object oriented programming. So these principles allows us to write a computer program which are based on real life situations. So first of all, let us start with what is abstraction in object oriented programming. Okay, right. So abstraction in object oriented programming. So what is abstraction? How abstraction is implemented in Java programming. Okay, right. So we'll try to understand that what is abstraction. So abstraction says that abstraction means hiding unnecessary things in a product. So hiding unnecessary things in a product and exposing only necessary things. Okay, so exposing only necessary things in that product to the end user. So this is what is abstraction. So abstraction says that hiding unnecessary things in a product and exposing only necessary things in that product to the end user. Okay, right. So example goes like this. For example, if we take a product, okay, we'll take a product, pen. So pen is a product. Okay, so inside this pen, what is hidden, what is exposed? Okay, so let us try to understand this. Okay, so inside this pen, ink comma refill are hidden from end user of the product. And next, pen body comma cap comma nib, which is used for writing, is okay, nib comma pen color are exposed to end user. Okay, so ink refill are hidden from end user, body cap nib color are exposed to the end user. So hiding unnecessary things, exposing necessary things to the end user in a product is called as abstraction, right? So how this abstraction is implemented in Java programming? Okay, right. So the note point goes like this: abstraction in Java programming is implemented using, okay, so these concepts. First one, access modifiers. So using access modifiers we can implement abstraction. So what are access modifiers? Private, default, protected, public. Okay, so using private and default we are going to hide unnecessary members of a class, and using protected and public we are going to expose only necessary members of a class outside the class. Okay, right. And the second one is we have the concept of abstract classes and abstract methods. So using this concept also we can do abstraction in object oriented programming. So abstract classes and abstract methods are, they are like incomplete classes and incomplete methods. Next, the third concept is interfaces. Okay, so interfaces are pure abstract classes. They are pure incomplete classes. So they contain abstract methods or incomplete methods. So using these three concepts we are going to implement object oriented programming for abstraction in Java programming. So next let us try to understand what is encapsulation in object oriented programming. So encapsulation. So encapsulation says that every product has two things. Okay, every product has two things. First one, data as input, and second one, functionality as usage of product. So data and functionality makes up encapsulation. Okay, so data plus functionality is equals to encapsulation. So what is this data and what is this functionality in a particular product? So let us take one real life example. So let us take pen as a product. Same example. Now in this pen, what is data? Okay, so here data is first one, ink. Okay, so data is ink. Ink is given as input. So ink color, ink quantity. Okay, ink color, ink quantity. So quantity means how much ml is given as input. So this is called as data to the pen working mechanism. So ink color, ink how much ml. So let us say the color of the ink is blue color. Okay, and ml, let us say that it has 1 ml of ink in it. Okay, in that refill. Fine. So data is refill, ink color and ink quantity. Right. Now coming to functionality. So what is the functionality of a pen? So functionality is writing. So writing on a paper. So this is the functionality of a pen. So ink color, ink quantity of a refill is the input to the pen, and functionality is writing on a paper. Okay, so here data is input. So this is input to the pen and this is usage of a pen. So input to pen, which is refill ink color, ink quantity, and functionality is the usage of a pen, writing it on a paper. So now how this is implemented in Java programming. Okay, so in Java programming, encapsulation is implemented, okay, as implemented using classes and its objects. Okay, so classes and its objects. So using classes and objects, we are going to implement encapsulation in Java programming. So encapsulation says that every product has two things: data as input and functionality as usage. Okay, let us next try to understand what is inheritance in object-oriented programming. Okay, so inheritance means, okay, so inheritance means getting properties. So properties means data and functionality. Okay, so getting properties and functionality. So functionality means usage from existing product into new product. So from existing product into new product. So this is called as inheritance. So getting properties and functionalities from existing product into new product is known as inheritance. So let us take one small real life example. Okay, so let us take an example of mobile phone. Okay, right. So let us say that you have one mobile phone, something like my phone. So this is my mobile phone product. So my phone 8. So this is my 8th generation of my phone. Okay, so my phone 8. Assume that in my phone 8, okay, we have 2G technology or 3G technology. Okay, so 2G technology is used for making calls and SMS, and 3G technology is used to make internet, is used to access the internet. So this is my phone 8. So assume that it is released in the year something like 2021. Okay, so year 2021. Now exactly after 1 year, okay, so in 2022, in my company I'm going to release my phone 9. So this my phone 9 will be released in 2022. Okay, so this my phone 9, it will have 2G technology, 3G technology, which is inherited from my phone 8, plus it will also have 4G technology. Okay, it will also have 4G technology. Okay, so similarly what I will do, I want to release one more product. Okay, so the another product what I want to release is my phone 10. So my phone 10 will be getting 2G technology, 3G technology from my phone 9 plus 4G technology also, and extra we will have 5G technology also. And this product will be released in 2023. Okay, right. So this is what is getting properties and functionalities from existing products. Existing products are 8, 9 into new product 2G, 3G, 4G plus 5G. Okay, so this is called as inheritance. So here new products are more powerful than existing products. So always remember, new products are more powerful than existing products. Reason, they will have more features. So more features means properties or data. Okay, and more functionality. So more functionality. So functionality means it is nothing but our usage. Okay, so this is what we call it as inheritance. Okay, so new products are more powerful than existing products. So the reason is new products will have more features and more functionality when compared to existing products. So now how this is implemented in Java programming. Okay, so in Java programming, it is implemented. So implemented means how do we write a program for that? Okay, so it is implemented using base classes and subclasses. Base classes and subclasses. So this is what is inheritance in Java programming. So base class is also called as parent class, and subclass is also called as child class. So parent class and child class makes up inheritance in Java programming. Right. So last principle of OOPS is polymorphism. Okay. So polymorphism. So what is this polymorphism? Let us try to understand. Poly means many. Okay, so many means two or more. Okay, so two or more is called as poly. Next, morphism. So morphism means forms. Okay, morphism means forms. So single product in multiple forms is called as polymorphism. Okay, so single product, okay, usage in multiple forms is called as polymorphism. So a single product can be used in multiple ways. So this is called as polymorphism. So let us take a small real life example for this. H2O. So what is H2O? Okay, so H2O has three forms. First one, liquid state. Okay, so liquid state is the first form, that is water. Okay, second one, solid state. So solid state is nothing but ice. Okay, and third one, we have gaseous state. Okay, so gaseous state, that is nothing but vapor, water vapor. So these are the three forms of H2O: water, liquid state, ice, solid state, and vapor, which is gaseous state. Okay, so but what is the condition? Okay, what is the condition? It is taking three forms. Okay, so that it goes like this: based on temperature. Okay, so based on temperature, so temperature is the condition. It takes three forms. Okay, water state, solid state, and gaseous state. So based on temperature, it will take three states. So for example, liquid state. So liquid state means it is like 4 degrees. Okay, so it is like 4 degrees to 99 degrees. It will be in water state. Okay, and next coming to solid state, which is ice. So solid state ice, it will be something like less than or equals to, okay, so less than 4 degrees, it will become ice. And coming to the gaseous state or vapor state, greater than or equals to 100 degrees, okay, it will become water vapor. So based on some condition, if a single product is behaving in multiple forms is called as polymorphism. Now how this is implemented in Java programming? Okay, so in Java programming, it is implemented. So implemented means how this is done as a program. Okay, so it is implemented as, okay, using three concepts. First one, method overloading. Okay, second one, constructor overloading. Okay, and third one, method overriding. Method overriding. So using these three concepts, polymorphism is implemented in Java programming. So here finally one small important point here, implemented means how the concept is done in Java program. Okay, so how the concept is done in Java program, so that is called as implementation. So this is what is all about object oriented programming, abstraction, encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism. Okay, so object oriented programming is nothing but programming based on real life situations in Java programming. Thank you for watching this video. Do like and share this video. Have a nice day.